Welcome everyone. Episode 7. We've got there. Today is a great day. It is the first week, it's the last day of the first week of doing content creation pretty much full time, testing it out, seeing how I can do. What does the water look like? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it a raging storm? But so far, I've got a couple of recap things to do for the week, and so far, so good. But there's a lot of things that I'm doing wrong, a lot of things I can do better. So that's what I'm going to chat to you guys about today. So right now, I set my goals for January, and my goals for January were looking pretty. We knocked out a couple of them just like straight off the bat. And one was writing a song. We wrote our first song. Got the first song out of the way, smashed it. It was a lot of fun. If you watched the episode, or the previous episode was the one that did it. I went through a lot of emotions. We got there in the end, a lot of anxiety, a lot of nervousness, and a lot of freaking myself out. Recording myself while writing a song is actually quite terrifying. But, for anyone who's into writing songs, if you record yourself doing it, man, it really creates an accountability when you're trying to come up with concepts and you're trying to come up with lyrics and you're trying to come up with is this guitar part right? Or is this chord right? You just be like, normally, I don't know if you watch it, there's so many times that I mentally was like, I could just dip. Normally if it was me and I didn't have the camera on, I would have been like, I'm done. This is shit. I'm done. Turn it off. Let's go. And my brain was just like, how do you beat that uncomfortableness of let's go. And we did it. We managed to persevere. It took over an hour, but I am so glad that we did that. But anyway, that was the biggest goal of the week that we smashed. Getting into the stream, we did 6 streams. That was something that I realized that on this journey is the easy part. It's crazy. The content creation is hard. Look, if any of you guys are getting into content creation, I'm at the start, and there's a couple of creators in the live streaming space. They're all doing the same thing. Okay, cool. I've swapped the setup today and I had to double check that it was recording. It is recording, so we're good. Yeah. Side note, caveat, real quick, cool thing that we did. We figured out that my camera is not recording in 1080p. So for content creators, if you have a Sony ZV-E10, which is what I'm using, do not use it in USB mode. Definitely use a HDMI cable with a cam link. Something to connect it to the PC, because freaking hell, I spent, this is what I'm talking about, content creation. Me picking up a guitar, singing songs, having fun with you guys in the stream, that's like breathing for me. That's I could do that all day. And I swear, as there's more and more people jumping into the chat, more and more people jumping into the stream, my energy level, I'm like, holy shit, we've been streaming for an hour and a half, and I just completely forget. And and there's no coasting in it either. I'm just song. I'm just fired up. And sometimes I'm singing so much with so much energy that I'm like, shit, calm it down, do a guitar solo, because you're wearing out your voice. So a couple of things I learned. So that part is the easy part. That was a goal, get 6 streams in. I think I can very comfortably do that. Next week might be challenging. I do have to supplement my income with a couple of shows. I am trying to avoid playing all pub shows. I didn't book any pub shows for the year. So I'm kind of scrambling at a couple of them a weekend, just because how I got knocked out in, October, November, December was I was doing the content stuff. I was doing 3 to 5 shows a weekend. And then I was doing all the yard work, trying to be a dad, trying to be a good husband. And just doing so many things, just my neck just gave in. So I'm on the road to recovery. So I have to be really careful that as I do more content, I'm not picking up too many gigs, because it's really easy to go back to gigs. It's easy, it's the thing that you got to learn to say no to stuff, but it's also hey, I got to make money. So the gig thing, we got 2 of them. So we'll see how we go with doing 6 streams, 2 gigs, because that's 8 shows for me. But we will navigate that space. But yeah, let's go back to the biggest struggle of the week. content creation. Holy, I'll say shit because it's uncensored. You guys want to hear how I am? This is how I am. It is fucking hard. Now, if you are getting into content, you are a TikTok creator or a live streamer and things like that, super hard. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This shit has been like testing my brain, testing my anxiety, testing like insecurities that I didn't think I had. But, huge but, best thing I've ever fucking done. Best thing I ever did in my life is turn on this camera, learn how to do the settings, push myself, push and push and push and push and push. I mean, look, it's getting me motivated. It's getting me more accountable. It's getting me, more creative. I'm delivering more value. So many people have been like saying like, oh, thank you for that piece of content. Thank you for. And I'm like, shit, like it's hard, but it is so worth it. And the other thing that is crazy about it is like, I don't know if it's going to work. Like, well, I know it is going to work. That's the cool thing. I think the coolest thing about content creation, we will go back, in the future, maybe like it never works out. I would like to think it doesn't. I would like to take a bit of control and accountability in the sense of like, if it takes me like a year, 2, 3, 5, I will do whatever it takes to make this shit work, because being able to live stream in the studio, being able to create content, being able to like motivate myself, get creative, that is just like, shit, it's a cool feeling. Like such a cool feeling, such a cool unlock. Whereas where I was before in my music was like, I could work super, super hard and there's not much more value that was going to come out of me. Like people wouldn't appreciate it more. Like people are like, oh, he's just that guy who's just singing those cover songs. He's like, it's whatever. Like I'm just going to drink my beer and then I'm going to leave. And, or they'll stay and sing a song and dance. But like we have great shows, but it's more like you don't feel the same value. You don't feel like you're doing anything, you're moving forward. You just feel like this is it. And like, am I going to do that for 15 years, 20 years? Like, am I happy just doing that? And I'm like, for me personally, I just can't handle it. This is not a life I want to live, having no control over my time, having to sweat it out, carry equipment, doing like, it's just a lot of work. So if you're a gigging musician, you'll understand, like, I mean, it's not working as a tiler. My dad's been helping out. He's been helping my wife renovate a bathroom. Not helping. My wife's been helping him. He was like, "Hey, I want to renovate a bathroom in your house because I'm sick of having having one bathroom in your house, and we've got like a small Queenslander." And so watching him do that, and then I had to lift a couple of the tiles, and I was like, "Man, I'm pretty entitled." Like I complained about the like lifting equipment and things like, man, fuck. If you were a tradesman in the heat, especially in Townsville, lifting tiles, oh shit, that would be hard. But again, it's all relative to whatever your experience is and whatever your pain points are. We all have different ones. But yeah, on the content creation side, super, super hard. I would encourage anyone who is thinking of it, one, just the first thing you do is be like, all right, cool, this is what hard feels like. And that's been like my mantra for this week, is like, this is what hard feels like. And just do what is required. And like doing what is required. It's like, these are two great things that like, two great frames that I got from Alex Hormozy and Dr. Kashi. And it's like, do what is required. Now, required doesn't mean this is all I can do. Required is you got to do this. You got to get in. You got to learn how to be like today. Okay, I'll give you the biggest pressure point of this week has been, why is all the content fucking grainy? Why is every video I post poor resolution? Why is it grainy? Why is the stream grainy? Why are the live VODs grainy? And I know you guys don't complain about it, but it bugs me because I'm like, in order for me to deliver the best live stream experience, we need more people. And how do you get more people? You deliver quality content. And if like the content, once they pick up their phone, is like this shitty, grainy thing, I'm like, that's already one really bad, display of like content creation. It's like, how do you trust that content creator to provide good content? Like even before they hear my voice or hear me play guitar or hear my teaching concepts or anything like that I have to offer, I've immediately failed in the sense of like, it's just poor picture quality. So that was super, super hard. And the amount of like research that I was doing and studying and figuring it out and editing and post-production rendering things. And I was like, man, I just can't figure this out. What's going on? And if you can tell by this video, I'm recording this through OBS into my camera. And it turns out I was using my camera completely wrong. So the Sony ZV-E10 is what I use for my main camera. And that's the one I use for like YouTube videos and stuff in the live stream. And I had it running. It has a feature where you can USB stream, and that's what I've been using. And like sometimes it runs out of battery. There's all these dumb things but it's really easy. And so it was a really great unlock for me to be like, this is all going to be hard. Like one, this is what hard feels like, and do what is required. So what is required? Get the right settings on your camera. And so like, I was like, damn, there's a HDMI input that increases the resolution to 1080p. And I've been trying to stream on 1080p, but my camera is limited through the USB to go to 720p. And I was like, oh my God, this is so dumb. And now immediately the picture quality is like, it's a win. I like imported it. I've got it right here on OBS. So this is where OBS, if you see me look over here, that's OBS recording. And I I put it in and I pushed the button and I said add source, and then literally it just like filled the page. I didn't have to center anything. I didn't have to try and figure out the best shot. I rearranged my room. We're still gonna figure out how to better do it. I had to move my PC, unplug everything, and then make it so I could get the cable to reach the camera. But we figured it out. And so that's quite exciting. So for everyone getting into content, do what is required. It is so rewarding. I'm super excited. Tomorrow we'll jump into the stream. You will have a way better video experience. I really hope it is going to be so much better. And yeah, it was painful. It was so painful to get to the point of like, really? I just spent like fucking, I would say of like active hours doing it, probably about 5 active hours of like going through and just painfully being like, oh, why can't I get this right? Why can't I get this right? Every video is shitty. Why is this not working? Why is this rendering wrong? And then a couple like passive hours of like watching other content and figuring out like, what are they doing? Like, what is going on here? Why can they always get this? Is everyone's thing a bit grainy? Like, I'm doing all the things right. Why is it always grainy? So, and that's what we have to do. But at least it happened week 1. We figured it out. Jaden, my man, he came in before Christmas and he like set up the light boxes to make my face look less glary. And so that was a huge unlock. So it's all about hitting those different milestones and winning every time. So yeah, this week has been a huge eye-opener, but it's been also an eye-opener that, can be done, put in the work, and we're going to keep moving forward. So moving into next week, I really want to write another song. I originally had one song for the year, for the month, but we'll push it. Let's write some more songs. We got into the object writing. If you guys are into object writing, if you're into writing songs, join our Discord. If you want to just hang out with us, join the Discord. The more people that are joining the Discord, the more active I can be with you guys. That's the easiest way for me to communicate. But again, comments on TikTok, comments on Instagram, comments on YouTube. Like I can also I'll do it all. Whatever I can do to bring you guys value and make the experience as great as possible, I'm going to do. So this week, we're definitely going hard, trying to write another song. We're going to try and do the streams again, all 6. I want to make sure, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. You guys always know I'm going to be there, always going to be bringing vibes. Even if I'm not super vibing, we warm up to it and then we smash the vibes. It's going to be cool. The other thing is like, I super failed. This is one where I like totally failed. I super chickened out on the vocal looping. Now, next week, we are not chickening out. I am 110 fucking % going to get it. I really think it's 4 to 5 hours of hard work of like learning vocal harmonies, learning how to do that stuff, finding the songs to fit it in. One of my weakest songs personally, like I straight up, like full transparency, I know a lot of you love the song, but Hey Jude, fuck, it's like such a hard song for me to feel like I'm delivering a great performance. And I think it is being limited by my vocal looping, and maybe it's in the wrong key as well for me. But again, I chickened out. I wanted to do it, and then I like did it, and I was like, this sucks. And then I pieced out on it, and I was like, okay, let's go this week. We're going to give it a good crack. It's only going to take a couple of hours. I will at least be listenable when it comes to the vocal harmonies. So that's going to be huge. I really want to learn a Coldplay song. I really want to learn Sing. Sing has been like, when I drive into town sometimes, I'm like listening to the rap. I'm like so hyped to sing. I really want to get it down. I want to get that loop cover done, especially because Dylan is such a huge supporter of everything that we do here. So, and Dylan loves that song. I mean, Dylan's the reason why I sing, what was it, that song by the Beatles? How did I forget it? I just said it. Oh my gosh. Brain blank. Why am I thinking Let It Be? It's not Hey Jude. That's it. Yeah, Dylan loves Hey Jude. That's why I learned it. So, yeah, those are the biggest pressure points that we had this week that I want to fix for next week. So, I definitely want to beat my fear of doing vocal looping. That would be really, really cool. And then the other thing that I really want to fix is obviously learning those 2 songs and writing another song. And then we shall see where we're going. But in the meantime as well, look, quick call out. If any of you guys are looking for guitar lessons, it's going to be for a short period of time. I have a coaching program, which is more intense. But I'm going to post a video, like a free version of like how you guys can just apply the coaching program to yourself. Cause it's more like just a practice program. It's a practice program where I can like focus on your faults immediately and fix all your mistakes. And then over 2 weeks, you just get really good and you learn really great habits. And then you can like copy and paste it into whatever you're learning. But I can set up like a free version of it. I want to record a video, a free way for people to do it because I think it's the best way to practice. I think it's the best way to achieve your goals in music. Like it served the 4 people who have gone through it so far. Like every one of them just like absolutely slayed when they did it. So, but for a short period of time while my neck's recovering and I'm playing less gigs, if you guys want one-on-one lessons, we're doing like term-based, like in Australia. We do things in like terms, like 10 weeks. And you guys can jump in on that. The links will be in my bio if you want to do it. I don't think I can take many students. Like I think like max like 20 slots is like really pushing it. But realistically, I kind of just want 10 students and then that's good. Like, so if you guys want to jump in on that, get your best times, let me know. Join in, be good times. But other than that, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Turn on the stream. You will see 1080p. It's going to be clean. If I can learn how to use OBS Studio instead of using Streamlabs, then we might be able to transfer. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can try to connect every chat. If I can do that, that'll be the coolest thing ever, to connect everyone into one chat, at least so I can see you on the screen while I'm streaming. And then I only use one camera, so then there's only one point of view. Like if I'm talking to the camera, it's YouTube, Twitch, everyone, and TikTok. And that's what I want to try and figure out. And if I can do that, that'll be like, just pat me on the back if I pull that off. That'd be sick. But anyway, love you all. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. If you're in America, it's going to be happy Sunday. And then for all our Australians, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'll see you for TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. All right, y'all. Peace out and stay safe.